Welcome to the Strike Mode Plays Mayonnaise 2.
All hail mayonnaise!
Bayonetta?
Bayonetta. Okay, so the man in the middle's playing. Oh, there's no person in the middle. So, Irfan, you take the controller.
Do you want to take the controller?
No, you do it.
It's just Mark and I today.
Yep.
We're playing a little Bayonetta 2.
A little bit of Bayonetta 2. Dan Jam is he's off doing something on location for us. He's doing a little, not really. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he's jamming with another crew.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're doing a Muspelheim. Were you in here already, or did you go in once you started the game?
I went in once I started the game.
Oh.
This one's really tough. I have like 30 seconds to defeat all these dudes.
Ah, you shouldn't miss this many times then.
I'm just getting used to it, Mark.
You're just getting used to it, okay.
I haven't played in a while.
Yeah, this is a new session. You probably could have guessed that from the fact that Dan's on here. But, yeah, we haven't played in like a month? Maybe a month?
Feels like years, actually.
It feels like more like a month.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, it's like a month. So, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I gotta remember the controls again, but...
Sorry for the lack of Fred Durst talk that's going to be not populating this Let's Play now.
Well, we could still talk about it. We learned.
Oh, we could. Oh, yeah. You see. You're right, though.
Yeah.
You're right, though. We did learn a lot about Fred Durst. We learned he's an accomplished filmmaker.
Yep.
And a pretty good actor, I would say. A good character actor.
Yeah, definitely.
If I can only remember what a Kirby Chitwood.
Kirby
Chitwood.
And Evangelos.
And Evangelos. The alter egos. The
I'm gonna just try this one more time.
surprising alter egos of Fred Durst. Evangelos being an evangelical, or evangelist rather.
Yeah.
With an attitude. And Kirby Chitwood being a redneck? Not a redneck. It's like simplifying it too much. He's a country boy.
Yeah, he's just a simple country boy.
A simple country boy who has long gray hair but bald in the front.
Yeah.
You
want to talk about how we discovered?
Oh yeah, he So we're looking for pictures of Fred Durst. I forgot why. It could have been for the thumbnail, for the last Let's Play sessions or something. I see this old guy come up. Bald hair. He looks like Fred Durst. He's wearing the cap. His hair is really long. It's sort of salt and peppery. And I'm just wondering, like, is that what Fred Durst looks like now? And apparently he just sort of showed up to Tom Green's show. If anybody remembers Tom Green, but his show in Canada, on the Canadian Comedy Network or whatever. He had Fred Durst, and Fred just showed up like that, doing this whole Southern thing. It's weird if you try to go down the rabbit hole though, because if you're not familiar with the character of Kirby Chitwood, or that Fred Durst does this shit on his spare time, you would think that the real guy is Kirby Chitwood and Fred Durst the character.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And I'm still confused about it. I still don't know if... Like, I don't know if we've ever seen the actual Fred Durst. Like, if Fred Durst is just another character that this dude plays.
Well, I have a lot of personalities, and I think that was one of them. Like that was.
Does he say that?
Yeah, he says like I have a lot of different, just a lot of personalities, a lot of lot of it's him trying to say that he likes different types of music.
Yeah.
Like I love Slipknot. I love Slipknot. Those guys, I don't know what they do. But they really do it to me. You know, they really make me go silly. Like, fucking amazing character.
Yeah, it blew my mind when you showed that to me, because I'm watching the interview.
I see him with his jaw just a gap. What's the word I'm looking for?
A gape.
A gape.
Yeah.
And at first I thought it wasn't affecting Irfan, and it was just he was stuck.
It took me a little while to figure out what was going on.
I remember you asked me, you're like, is that Fred Durst?
Yeah.
Like, after like 10 minutes of watching
Yeah,
it.
like halfway through, I was like, wait a minute. I don't think that's Fred Durst. And then we look up Kirby Chitwood, right?
Yeah.
And there's only pictures
Yeah,
of
there was
that dude.
surprisingly few references to Fred Durst if you look up Kirby Chitwood.
Yeah, and then we had to look up, like, I started looking up on my phone, and I was like, is Fred Durst Kirby Chitwood? And it was hard to find any sources confirming it.
And eventually, I found like a Yahoo Answers thing, where somebody was like, I don't think they were asking if he is Kirby Chitwood, but they were asking if he has any other personalities. And they were like, other than Kirby Chitwood and Evangelos, I don't know. And I'm just like, hold on a second.
Wait, there's another.
There's another? Evangelos, though, he actually made like sort of the star of a short film.
Yeah, so like that's the other thing we figured out. Like Fred Durst,
An award-winning filmmaker.
yeah, he's made 2 films. One of them won a Tribeca Film Festival award for like best film filmed in New York City.
Or something, yeah.
And then he's also been doing short films as these characters.
Mm-hmm. One of them is called The Truth, with Evangelos.
And the thing is, like, he's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm not sure if we've ever seen the actual person.
Also, those characters are actually more exciting during interviews than he is.
Yeah, as Fred Durst.
Yeah. Because it's...
Unless that's exactly who he wants to play.
I mean, we saw an interview with Fred Durst yesterday. I don't want to mention what it was about because we don't want to surprise people on the channel. But it's like he was being asked questions for the first time, like he was being interviewed for the first time. It's like, so I heard you did. They said like Chocolate Starfish sold 1 million albums in 3 days or something like that, and he was like, yeah.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah,
boring and.
Yeah, it was super boring. And friggin' 5 seconds of Kirby Chitwood was better than that whole 3-minute interview.
Yeah, so like he does short films as these other characters too, and I swear if no one told you that was Fred Durst, you would believe
That it was
that was just someone else.
Fred's dad.
Yeah.
Though Fred is older than we think of him as being. He's not the young spry hip hopper from the '90s that we remember him as.
I would say he was more popular in the early.
Yeah, it was the 2000s. Like, yeah, you're right. But then I'm also kind of right in that he's not the young spry hip hopper from the '90s that we remember, because he fucking wasn't an artist in the '90s.
But yeah, I gotta say, like, my respect for that dude has really increased after finding out about.
I don't really know what that.
Well, like, yeah, it wasn't like my respect was really high.
Yeah, it wasn't
in
like
the
I was like
beginning.
buying his albums and
Yeah.
fucking going like, when's that next Limp Bizkit album?
But you like
Fucking love the volleyball.
I'm playing volleyball with this demon right now.
Wait, what is that?
Alright, so that's a perfect place to end it. We'll see you on the flip mode.
God, it's so far away.
You know, love, you're probably the only person on the planet.
Oh.